Welcome back to the Art of Crochet blog, and square 66 starts off with a magic circle, so I thought it might be helpful to go through that again. So wrap the yarn loosely around your finger and then take the hook through the centre of that ring and pull the yarn through as if you were going to do a slip knot. But then you're going to do a stitch. So just a little slip stitch there, and that holds it secure. And now that ring can go smaller, but we're not going to do that yet because we're going to start off doing some trebles into this ring, and you're going to need the space. So I've done a 3 chain and then a treble, and you need to have 16 stitches all the way round, so another 14 trebles, and then we can pull the ring tight. So this is what it looks like with 15 trebles and that first 3 chain, and now the instructions say to draw the ring out, and this is what you do, and you literally pull that loose end. Oh phew, it worked. I always think when you're going to show someone that it won't do what it's supposed to do. There we are, look, it gets nice tight hole, and that's great for, say you were doing the top of a hat or something and you didn't want a hole where the rain can get in. That's a good technique to use there, and if it didn't have all those trebles in it, it would go up even tighter. So there you are, and now we're ready for the next round, which is in a different colour, so we're going to fasten this one off. So we're going to attach the purple yarn to one of the spaces, so instead of going into the stitch here, we go into the space between the stitches like that. Grab the yarn, and it's a round of half trebles, so we do 3 chain to start, and that's 2 chain for our standing, and then 1 chain for the gap that goes in between each of the half trebles. So that's the half treble where you go through all 3, and then 1 chain, and I'm holding this yarn at the back, and then into that gap through all 3, 1 chain. So keep going like that all the way round and holding the ends in so they get bound in. So this is round 3, and I've joined the mauve yarn, and we're doing treble clusters, so I'm going to remind you how to do that. So you do yarn over as if to do it, and you just do the first part of the stitch, and then you do that again, and then you do that again a 3rd time, and then you pull the hook through all 4 bars on your hook, and then 2 chain, and then you do the whole thing again, and you do that in every gap all the way round. So 3 treble clusters with a 2 chain gap between. See you on the other side. So this is the 4th round, and we're still going round. So we're doing 3 trebles in each of the spaces all the way round in the bright pink. So I've wrapped the mauve, the end of the mauve into here, and then we can trim off the ends as well. So this is round 5, and I've joined on the yellow yarn, and we're doing little chains along the outside attached with a double crochet, so 3 chains and then a double crochet into that next space. Now if you're like me, you might be getting a little anxious at this point that we're still going in a circle and there is no square. But fear ye not that the square detailing comes in the next stage. So now for the 6th round, and this is where the interesting stuff happens. So we've got a 4 chain here, and I'm going to do a double treble into this gap made by the row below. So that's our double treble, and then 2 trebles, and then for the next one, this is going to have 1 treble and 3 half trebles. 1 treble, 3 half trebles, 1, 2, 3. So the next one's the other way around, so we just reverse the shaping. So there's your corner, this is the thin bit, and then it's going to come out again here. So I did that first bit of shaping, and then we did the whole thing backwards, and now on this corner I've done 2 treble and 2 double treble, and then 2 chain, and then we start the whole thing again. So 2 double trebles, 2 trebles, and then 1 treble and 3 half trebles. So there's 4 stitches in each of these gaps. Keep going all the way around. So at the end of that round, we're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of that first 4 chain and fasten off. And I quite like this idea that you have a huge circle or wheel in the middle, and then the shaping just happens on the edge. That's a new one on me. Okay, so here we are, and don't forget, when it comes to, I'm not sure we're going to miss this square particularly, but it's the principle of the thing. All squares must be labelled.